What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys for joining each and every time you guys do decide to join me. But I got another one for you today. Finishing touches, man. The Roadking is done. The Roadking is finished. The Roadking was a not too long of a process, guys. Remember, if you go back a few videos, I had the chance to get a Roadking. I needed something different from my Road Glide because I knew the direction the Road Glide was going. So I needed something that I could daily ride and enjoy riding. And I felt like something without a fairing would be much more of a city, local type of ride. But I was, quickly surprised after you put a windshield on. You could do anything with this bike, man. I mean, it was the first of its kind. It's pretty much the one that started the bagger. We've done some things to the Roadking, man, and I think I bought this bike in around October. We're coming up on a year of owning this bike, and it's finished. I want to go around the bike and let you guys see all the things that I really did, some of the things you didn't see, and I'll try and add clips and everything like that in for you. But we're going to do a walk around. You tell me, guys, if you see parts on this bike and you want a strictly just that parts video, let me know. I'll make a video on certain things. And if I can't make the video, if I don't know enough about it, I'll take the bike over to George and we can make the video there. I'll get you the information. But guys, don't forget, I'm not a mechanic. I'm a rider. I just ride the bike. I know a little bit. I know enough to, get around the block and how to make them kind of like go fast, but that's not my expertise. I've just been around the right people to hear what they're saying and them explaining to me why we do what we do with these bikes. But this bike, all the details are here. All the details I'm gonna go over now. Sit back, take some notes, and just watch the video, man. Enjoy. Let's start on the brake side of the bike, guys. If you do recall, when I first got this bike, man, I promise you, not even 2 weeks later, I had a Stage 2 kit on it. The Stage 2 kit made 140 horsepower and 135 foot-pound of torque. And I'm sure you're saying, well, how did you get that and what cam did you have? Well, the cam part, I have no idea. The things that you can see, very basic, a Thunder header and a T-Man Performance air cleaner. Guys, and this is the one with my logo inside. Yeah, so also, the bike was tuned on E85. Now, a lot of guys still don't believe in E85. A lot more guys are coming around to E85, and they're starting to understand that E85 on a Harley is the way to go. But I won't sit here and have that discussion with you guys today. Maybe on another day. If you request it, I'll rewind it. So moving forward from that, guys, I put BST carbon fiber wheels. I'll throw a picture up of what the bike looked like when it had the carbon fiber wheels, just in case you never saw it. But that's what it looked like with the carbon fiber wheels. And did they help this bike? Yes. Now, why did I take them off? Because this is not my race bike. Look, guys, my Road Glide, man, yeah, he's in there. Yeah, he's in there. He'll have his own story to tell in a few days. But anyway, let's get back over here. It had the BSTs on it. It's not going to be a race bike, so I took them off. Next thing I needed to do was add some weight to the front of the bike. That's why we put the wheels that were on the actual Road Glide, which is a 21 in the front, 17 in the back. We just swapped them over. So now the Road Glide has the BSTs. The Roadking has the SMT machines. Man, I be doing some rhyming, don't I? So anyway, guys, but the bike used to wheelie a lot on me, and not on purpose. I would be playing around with the bike, and I would get a little rough. You know what I mean? And I would beat on her a little bit. And when I would stoplight to stoplight, this bike was in the air. And with the added horsepower that we did do, just kept the bike, not wanting to be too friendly. That's what to say the least. It was not being very, very friendly. But let me keep going. 21 in the front, 17 in the back. Everybody knows why I run a 17 in the back, and that's because I like to run sport bike tires on the back. You could go anywhere and get a 17-inch tire. You cannot go everywhere and get an 18-inch tire, especially to throw on a Harley. So let's move on up. Let's get close. Amazon front fender, man. Yeah, Amazon front fender looks good. I don't want to do a poll. I'm going to ask you guys right now. Should I paint match it to the green or should I leave it black? I kind of like the black. I think it gave it like a different feel when I would pull up somewhere or somebody sees the bike for the first time, sees black. Oh no, it's green. Oh no, we got a lot more going on than I thought, which kind of brings you in and makes you look at the bike a little bit more in detail. So guys, that's pretty much everything I had before I really jumped in and started doing my upgrades. We did have the seat on here, which is a Bad Boy Cycle seat. You guys know how I am about my seat. I gotta have something decent, and I have to have a backrest. I do not ride without it. Not my thing. I like to be able to relax and be in control of this bike, and you know, be able to ride wherever I want and not be afraid that after an hour and a half my back's gonna start hurting. So that's not the deal we got here. But let's go into this. Handlebars and windshield strictly for comfort, guys. Handlebars and windshield are strictly for comfort. The windshield is a Harley wind splitter. Nothing spectacular, but it is expensive. You get it straight from Harley. It's a 16-inch windshield. If you're paying attention, now you guys can see that the handlebars are a little bit different, a little bit taller. When I bought the bike, it came with Harley 12-inch, like their 12-inch aftermarket bar. Very, very nice. I'll say that, very nice, but not extremely comfortable after so much riding, you know. They sat straight up, so they were more of a gangster ape style, or a low ape, mini ape, whatever you want to call it, style. So they sat straight up, and I would have to come off the backrest to control the bike. With these are mini pullbacks. Okay, so it's a small bend in it. I'm not sure if you guys can see the angle. Small bend in it, puts the bike a little bit more, keeps you on the backrest. How about that? I'll say it that way. Keeps you on the backrest. Now we got Magnum clutch line and Magnum brake lines. These are still braided lines, and with the clutch line that goes around and down to the other side, does come with a manual adjuster, way better than Harley's plastic adjuster. A big plus. Expensive, but a big plus, guys. Let's go around to the other side. Here's the angle when I'm on the bike. Now, if you have factory 47s, or if you've seen my Road Glide and it's factory 47s, bar and the bar end are 39 inches. Guess what these are? Bar and the bar end, 39 inches. They're very comfortable. I didn't lose anything, guys. I've only gained. It takes some getting used to pullback bars. Now, guys, like you can see it, this is not an extreme pullback, but they do take some getting used to. Kozo gauge. Kozo gauge. Now, I'm sure this is the first thing you focused on, but I said Kozo gauge because these two tie into each other. Kozo gauges are the big RPM gauge, okay? And I'm going to flip the switch for you in a second. But Kozo gauge also comes with a shift light. But the shift light's down here. If you're looking up, if you're sitting behind the windshield looking, you can't see. Yeah, you can't see the shift light. So you have to kind of look down, check your RPMs, see where you're at, shift the bike. Well, now that I put this shift light up front, this is only when I'm trying to play around with the bike. This is not a race bike, guys, but I want my bike fully equipped. And now I don't have to. Now I'm going to flip this switch. Now you guys see, and I showed you before, it's in the off position. I will not move it from the off position. I am going to flip the switch and everything comes on CVO style. I know you've seen and you saw the shift light on the Kozo gauge. Now the Kozo gauge does a lot for me. This will be a separate video if you guys want to see it. Just tells you everything: the volts, the oil temps, the engine temps, the mileage, all the basics. And you can change it to a bunch of different colors. I kind of chose that because I felt like that would go best with it. Yeah, one more time. So very bright, very, very bright. If you're out there trying to hot dog these bikes at night. Oh, let me show you real quick. Headlight and turn signals. So I removed the ones from the handlebars and put them down here, street light style. I'll say it like that then. How about that, guys? Let's go over here again. T-Man air cleaner if you want one. I don't have any special codes or anything like that, but a T-Man performance air cleaner. Arlen-S foot controls, Arlen-S floorboards. I like them. They're very long. These are called the speed liners. Watch my foot. I'm a 9.5. Yeah, big boys. And the lever sticks out far enough where, you know, the air cleaner does not bother me. That's just me. It might be different for somebody else. Flat gauges, so flat gas cap cover and the flat gauge for the fuel. These are CVO, actual CVO. Yes, actual CVO badges. I think it kind of breaks up that green, and I really like them. Hey, my bike, my show, right? Bad Boy Cycles. Bad Boy Cycles crash bars. Man, I can't say enough about Bad Boy Cycles, but look how they flow with the bars. I do not like the sharp bars. I don't like sharp angles on anything on my bike, really. So that's why we would rock with, you know, Bad Boy Cycles and their crash guards. Yeah, buddy. Coming around to the business side, right? This is the business side, in my opinion. When you're on the clutch side, a lot goes on, and you see a lot more into the bikes. Now I'm gonna start up here, and I'm gonna work my way back. So RLNS, everything. Now, I did have to put the stock shifter. So the stock heel shifter and toe shifter are on the bike. Now, when I ordered the kit, it only came with, the RLNS kit only came with the front shifter. Yeah, I kind of made a mistake on that one. So they don't sell it separately. So you would have to pretty much buy the control kit. Again, the floorboards are something separate, but I don't think I want to spend another $600 just for the controls, because the controls are $600, and I think the floorboards ran me another $600, somewhere around in there. I can't remember. But the control kit does come with the shift linkage, so you do see that real sturdy, real nice shift linkage. Guys, I'm going to get to that motor in a second. You see we're running a trash transmission vent. Bad Boy Cycles made me a derby cover, but now let me get to some other stuff that you guys have been waiting for, and I know you see it back there. Chain drive oil cooler, guys. That's the lines here. The lines are for the oil cooler. Guys run a lot of other oil coolers, and I don't know enough about them to talk bad or talk positive for them, so I'm not gonna say anything at all. Yeah, EK chain. Let me see if I can get in there for you guys. EK chain, and I believe that's a Vulcan sprocket kit for the chain drive. Now they always ask me, Mac, what's this strap on the bike? Is that to pull the bike? Is that to do this? No. When we run these bikes, we have to pull them down with a strap sometimes. Just depending on where we're at, where the road is, how the weather's doing, how the bike's feeling, how the bike's reacting. You might have to pull, just like on a sport bike, pull the front end down. Pretty much compress the suspension so it doesn't jump in the air on you, but these bikes still do it, so it really doesn't matter. Let's go around to the other side. Let me see if you guys can see this. I'm gonna try and get up under here. Yeah, so I'm in here now, and I want to show you. That's a PM axle adjuster with a PM axle in it. Yes, if you're running a chain drive, guys, you gotta have a way to adjust it, and you gotta have a way to keep it from slipping. So the axle and the adjuster all come together in the kit. You gotta have it. Let me back on out. Now, guys, I almost didn't tell you. If you put your bike together, you got, this is number 2 thing I would put on my bike. A suspension. Yeah. We're running a Legend suspension in here. 13 in the rear. The Revos. So it has the dial adjuster at the bottom. If I want it a little bit more firm, if I want it a little softer, if I want the hit to be a little softer and take a little longer to come up, that's what I'm adjusting. The bike is set up for my weight, so anybody else get on my bike, it might not feel the same for them. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, and I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything, but the engine. Now, I wanted a motor that I can ride cross country if I wanted to. I wanted to pretty much bulletproof this bike so I can ride it across country if I wanted to. And when I mean bulletproof it, guys, I gotta have style to it. I gotta have comfort to it. But then again, I can't have any parts that are gonna fail. A lot of the parts that are on this bike are also on my Road Glide. I put my Road Glide through such a torture test that I know just riding this bike would not have any problems, and even beating on this bike, because it does not have as much power, would not do any damage to any of the parts. Now, here we go. Let me get in here and show you guys. Let's get up close and personal with her. 130 cubic inch motor on E85. 170 horsepower in the heat, guys, in the heat. 170 horsepower with 165 foot-pound of torque. We were not trying to stress this motor. We're really not trying to eke horsepower. We just want to set air fuel, set good timing, and let's get to riding. Nothing else, guys, nothing else. I'm going to do a cold start. For some reason, I know guys like the cold start, but I actually like a warm start. And I like a warm start because you can hear more of the cam, but I'll start the bike cold for you. I know you guys saw that it was like 80-some degrees. let's get it started. I'll let you see everything. Let's see the temperature, guys. Let's see the temperature. 84 degrees. Hand, pipe, cold. It's gonna sound like an explosion. Your motor should still sound like a sewing machine. The exhaust and the cam should be the only thing that's making a bunch of the racket. Okay, everything else should sound solid. There should not be a misfire or sound like something's not under control in here. That's how she should sound. Guys, if you didn't know, that's my alarm that I got from Harley. But that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. I think I've touched on everything we've done to this bike, and that's probably as far as I'm going to go. Anything else is going to be cosmetic. I'm not sure what I'm going to swap out next, but the motor's complete. The ride's complete. Build your bike for you. Ride your own bike. I'm going to say it 105 times. These bikes are for whatever you want them to be for, guys. Because one person might say something in the comment of this is not going to work and that's not going to work. Well, if you haven't watched all my videos by now, you're not treating yourself to understand how far we've gone with these bikes. And this is just my docile bike. You see that bike in there hiding? Yeah, that's the freak. This one, this is the highway bully, man. I'm gonna pull it out and just jump on the highway with everybody and be able to really ride and cruise and chill. Or if I need to get to the front of the line, trust me, this bike will do it. Guys, I appreciate you for watching, joining, subscribing. Share these videos, man. Till the next time, guys. Peace.